In a surprising move, Texas Tech forward Devan Cambridge is reportedly expected to enter the transfer portal. In today's video, we'll discuss the news and just how many guys the Red Raiders currently have on the roster for next season on April 2nd. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here for the Back to 12 podcast. And listen, I was just as surprised as you guys by this news, but I want to hear your one-word reaction to the news, and we'll talk about this a little bit more in depth here in just a second. To Devan Cambridge reportedly expected to enter the transfer portal. Just give me one word down on the pinned comment below to your instant gut reaction of this news, which was reported by Tipton Edits. Again, let me know down on the pinned comment down below. And if you want to stay in the know on everything Texas Tech men's basketball as it happens, there's a couple of easy steps to do. Obviously, you can like the video, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell here on the Back to 12 podcast. But if you want to join one of the largest groups and fastest growing communities of Texas Tech fans on the internet, head on over to the scarletandblackinsider.com to receive instant updates on everything Texas Tech men's basketball. All right, without further ado, let's get into this. As this was reported by Tipton Edits of On3, and this is a bit surprising. I think is very much expected to say here, right? Like, I mean, this is surprising. When I was finding out the news, I was actually recording and being a guest on another Texas Tech podcast and had to jump right over here to give my instant reaction to you guys. And Cambridge, remember, missed all of Big 12 play with a knee injury, only played in 8 games last year for the Red Raiders after transferring in from Arizona State alongside Warren Washington. In those 8 games, Devan Cambridge averaged 10.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and about a block and a steal per game. Now, this is where things get interesting. I'll have the quotes down at the bottom of your screen, but before we do, let's get to the Tipton Edit breaking the news here. He says, news: Texas Tech forward Devan Cambridge plans to enter the transfer portal for his 6th year of college basketball. He tells On3 Sports the 6'6" senior averaged 10.5 points per game before suffering a season-ending injury in December. He spent 3 years at Auburn before spending 1 season at Arizona State, and this past year at Texas Tech. Now, this is where things get interesting. I wanted to give credit there to Tipton in terms of breaking that news. At the bottom of your screen, you will see a quote from the Lubbock Avalanche-Journal by Nathan Geis. This is from March 8th. This is what he reported. Cambridge said he hasn't completed the NCAA's medical hardship waiver process yet, but he and Texas Tech coaches aren't worried about that right now. He also won't be going through the team's senior day ceremonies during Saturday's regular season finale against Baylor because he fully intends to be in a Red Raider uniform next year. Okay, it's just one quote. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go to what Cambridge posted on Instagram not too long ago, just a couple days ago, in fact. And again, I want to preface reading this quote from Cambridge by saying this. I know he has to post it because of the NIL agreement, but the last sentence is very interesting. He posted this just a couple days ago. I just want to say thank you to our incredible fans that have been nothing but a blessing this year. My season was cut short, but it was definitely a year to remember, and I'm forever grateful. With the help of the Matador Club and the amazing people around this program, we did some special things. But this is the beginning, because I will be back, and I'm more hungry than ever. Emoji, and then hashtag Wreckham. Listen, Cambridge was thought to be a guy that Grant McCasland wanted to have for that foundation going into next year. This is probably blindsiding to people in terms of Red Raider Nation and hearing this news, because everything that has been reported by multiple outlets at this point, including Scarlet and Black Insider, have said, hey, we expect Devan Cambridge back. And now I want to say this, because my first initial thought is probably like you guys. Is this a leverage play? Because of NIL? Could it be that? Or is there another opportunity that he wants to go out and pursue? Another interesting aspect of this is, where does he get the medical waiver from? Is it from the NCAA itself? Is it from the Big 12? Because that could have limitations. I'm not going to act like I know the litigation or anything like that, the legalese of medical red shirts in the NCAA. I'm not going to act like I do, okay? But I think that that's interesting from that standpoint, and the verbiage of him fully intending to be back, that was as of March 8th, right before they played Baylor for senior day. And then not even a week ago, him literally saying, I will be back and I'm more hungry than ever, hashtag Wreckham. what changed over the course of 48 to 72 hours after he posted this? There's a lot to think about here. The first thought, I can't help but think this is a leverage play. Do I know that for sure? No, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. Again, I want to hear from you guys. One word to describe Devan Cambridge potentially entering the transfer portal. Let me know down on the pinned comment below. And while you're down there, you might as well like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell to get instant reaction to everything Texas Tech men's basketball all year long, whether it's happening on the hardwood or it's in the portal or in the high school recruiting ranks. We keep you in the know right here on the largest group of Texas Tech fans on YouTube in the Back to 12 podcast channel. All right. Who's on the roster, RC? That's a great question. Thank you for asking that to your phone or whatever device you're watching on. You can see them at the bottom of your screen right now. This is as of April 2nd. You got Darion Williams, you got Chance McMillan, Amelialahu, Kerwin Walton, Lamar Washington, who I expect to enter the transfer portal, and then walk-on Jack Francis. So if you're looking at this right now, you currently have 5 scholarship players and then a walk-on, 6 total players on your team. You have 8 scholarships available as it stands right now if you are the Red Raiders on April 2nd. I get it. A lot of people are asking, what the hell is going on? Because the Red Raiders have been kind of silent in terms of, pushing really hard for some guys in the portal. Now, they've made contact with plenty, and maybe things are going on behind the scenes, but they have not let any of that information out outside of contacting guys. Okay? Again, Darion Williams, foundational piece. Chance McMillan, foundational piece. You like what Yalahu brings to the table and what he could be long-term. You got Kerwin Walton. Is that 100% guarantee he comes back? I don't think so. Then you think about Lamar Washington. I think everybody watching this video expects him to enter the portal. May he not? He might not. We don't know. I mean, we sure as hell didn't think Devan Cambridge was going to potentially go that route, but here we are. At least he's expected to go there, and that's the point of this video. But you have 5 scholarship players as it stands right now on April 2nd. The portal is a whirlwind, and things, as it seems right now for the Red Raiders, will be taken slow, and they will do things in a methodical fashion, right? That might not be what fans want to hear, but it seems like that is the case right now. And again, the news tonight that is breaking in Texas Tech men's basketball is Devan Cambridge is expected to enter the transfer portal according to Joe Tipton of On3. You may know him as Tipton Edits over on Twitter, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. My one word in this, and let me know yours down on the pinned comment below, I'm surprised by this. I really thought he would be back. I'm questioning in the sense of what do programs want to see from him coming off of a pretty substantial knee injury. Obviously, Texas Tech knows the medicals pretty well in that regard, but what do other programs want in terms of knowing that and what's going on there? I think there's a lot to really depict here and really trying to shuffle through, and we'll have more news here on the Back to 12 podcast. But if you ask me, my one word to describe Devan Cambridge potentially entering the transfer portal, and that's the expectation right now. Again, to Tipton Edits, Joe Tipton over on Twitter of the On3 Network. I mean, I'm surprised, man. I truly, truly am. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your one word to describe Devan Cambridge potentially entering the transfer portal. And again, that is the expectation as it stands right now. If you haven't already, there's a couple of things I need you to do before you head out. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and smash that notification bell to stay in the know on all things Texas Tech men's basketball all year long right here on the largest group of Texas Tech fans on YouTube in the Back to 12 podcast channel.